Good morning, y'all. On a nice, frosty, cold, snowy morning. We got more snow. It's like the most snow I've ever seen in Kentucky. But it was a nice, wet, thick snow, and I'm going to show y'all a snowman that me and the kids built yesterday. It was a lot of fun. We haven't had a snow like that to where you can actually roll a ball in a long time. So we took advantage of it and made an awesome snowman. But I kind of messed up. Well, maybe the weatherman messed up. It was only supposed to be like 28-ish tonight, or this past night, so I didn't turn the heater on in the greenhouse. Well, it got down to 15. So everything in there can handle the cold. So I'm not like overly terrified, but I'm a little terrified. But if they survived, I know we're good to go on the ground, because if they can handle that, they can handle anything else. Let's start here. They look a little rough. A little cold, but they should be able to handle it. Hopefully. They're all there. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to see once it thaws out. Crank that heater on just for a minute. We'll see. I really hope I didn't just waste all that and they all died. It should be okay. Fingers crossed. Just because they're cool crops and they can handle the cold. Your seedlings are a little bit more fragile than that. So we'll find out. I'll let y'all know later in this video once we thaw and see how we're looking. It is awfully pretty though. All right, here is Mr. Snowman. The dogs took one of his arms out. And yes, it's dirty because you roll it and like mud gets it. But the thing's huge. I'll throw a picture up so y'all can see it compared to the kid's size. That ball is so huge. I definitely used all of my energy in the bottom ball. I was worn out by the time I got that bottom ball done. So we just did a small one on top, and I told the kids, like, there's the head. It'll be fine. I'm cold. So we decorated it and had a good time. Now it's time to do chores. All right, come on. Good morning, butters. Good morning. Oh, my hands are cold. Wow. What was that? All right. Chores are for everybody's fed. And here's Miss Butters. Still no babies. What's going on, girl? Huh? And the other ladies are in the same boat. They're very full. We actually put Butters in here because she was 100% showing signs. She was acting like she was in contraction. She was stomping her feet, doing her mouth, but still nothing. That was yesterday. So we've got her secluded just because we want her to be comfortable, and she's got a nice warm spot in there. But yeah, I don't know. It's confusing us just as much as it's confusing you all. But we're just being patient with her, you know. It'll come when it comes. My hands are numb. So now the chores are done. We've been in cleaning mode. Jen is in that deep clean mode. I don't know if you all face this or not, but like, so our house is crazy white. It's very white and the sun has come out. Well, Jen's biggest thing is when the sun's out, she can see every speck of dirt there is. So it's time to get cleaning. Well, we've cleaned most everything, but I honestly need some advice. Her and I both do. About grout. How do you clean grout easily? Because let me show you. In our bathroom, we have Subway towel, right? It's beautiful, it's pretty. Subway towel is like the whole thing. And now about the house, it's probably gone out of style. But anyways, that's not the point. The grout in here. So we use Comment to get the like scum off. We use Thieves to try to get in there and clean it. But that grout where it's indented, I mean, we were in here with toothbrushes trying to clean this thing, and that is not sustainable. We were sweating profusely trying to get the grout clean. So give us your ideas. What do y'all use to get the grout clean and back to normal? Because it just absorbs that scum, and it's so hard to get out. But any suggestions you all have, we are all ears. Like I said, we use these, we use Comment, magic erasers, toothbrushes. There has got to be something that is easier than what we're doing. Also cleaned all the globes. They look really pretty. Those things are something that you like, I don't pay attention to, and Jen was like, we've got to do it. And then you don't realize it until you take them down. You're like, wow, these things are filthy. But yeah, so we got those cleaned out, changed the filters in the furnace. We're doing all the homeowner maintenance, but there's still so much to do. Like you have the cabinets that need to be cleaned because they're white cabinets. It is like a lot of work cleaning a house like this, but it's got to be done. All right, y'all, they survived. Woohoo! So I've actually added some of that good Winnie the Pooh soil on top of the medium, decently okay soil, just because I wanted some of that good richness on top. Weird fact about amending beds for anybody that maybe is going to be adding some compost or something to their beds. A lot of questions asked. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and get you all set up without rocking you too much. If you have to turn your soil once you add that good compost on top of any of your beds, you really don't have to. If you got good rich soil with worms all in it, the worms will pull all that down, all those nutrients down into the soil. So you actually don't have to worry about turning or doing any of that work. Just set it on top, do your planting like you normally would, and then worms will pull all that good stuff down. So just a quick tidbit. And y'all, I don't know, today I'm filming this on Monday. Today is just one of those days. Your morale's down a little bit, not for any real reason at all. Everything's fine, but it's just this Monday, right? So what we like to do when it's one of those days is get in the garden. So I am going, since these little seedlings survived 18-degree weather with no heat, I am actually going to move them to the bigger beds. And it's actually this big raised bed and the green stalks. I'm going to try to get some of them in there. Probably won't get them all done. I'm just kind of piddle farting around until it's chore time. So we're going to get them in there to let them go, get some fertilizer on them, because I mean, they definitely do need to get out of there. And now that I know that they don't need direct heat on them to survive, I'm pretty happy and confident about putting them in there. Because one thing about having that small seed tray, seed cells, is it's such a small amount of dirt, and where you're kind of going through freeze and unfreeze, it can actually freeze the soil. And the bigger beds, you're going to have less of that because it's so much more soil that it's in. So we're going to throw some in there, some cabbages, some cauliflower, and let's just let this bad boy rock. All right, so we got graffiti cauliflower here, 6 of them. Then we got twisted cauliflower, which is just a white cauliflower. Graffiti's purple. Then we got Godzilla broccoli, Joey Choi Chinese cabbage. Say hi, Ray Ray.
Hi.
Then we got a couple collards, a couple kales, and then a stonehead cabbage down here at the end. So most all those, especially the cauliflowers and the broccoli, are about 18 to 24 inches apart. They need plenty of room to get their head on them and grow all their green leaves. So they're a little bit further apart. The kales and like the Joy Choi is around 12 inches, about a foot apart, just because they don't need as much room. But that's a lot of plants in that thing. So now we are planting the green stalks. So on top we got mustard. Down here we're doing a little test with kohlrabi. Over here we got some spinach in the top, and we're just keep rolling with it. Jen, she's been in and out helping us out, telling us what to put in there because she's the brains behind it. Me and Ray Ray, we're just the dirty ones.
Hey, I'm making a soup. Okay?
Hey. You see how I set up when you dip? You just sit them in this trench, just like that. Okay, so Ray and I just planted a bunch of shallots, so we got 5 pounds from Hoss Tools. And with shallot planting, it's just like onion planting or garlic planting. You want to do your root ball down, top piece up, and then just cover up. So I just do a trench, just do it a few inches apart because shallots don't get that big. It's mainly for the green onion parts on top, which of course the shallots are still good. But Ray and I got that taken care of, and that one bed over there, we'll figure out what to do with the rest. I don't want to, we're probably gonna put the onions on the other side. So we've got a lot planned today, and we just got snow.
Okay, we're making cabbage soup for dinner. I think it's gonna be really good. I hope so. I'm already crying because I just chopped this onion. It was very strong. But here we go. I'm gonna take y'all with me. And this is actually the first time I've ever made cabbage soup. So y'all might have a better recipe, but I'm gonna do it in an Instapot. But if you do, let me know and we'll see how tasty this is and maybe y'all can try it too. Okay, first we're gonna saute our onions and garlic. All right, now that we've got the onions and the garlic sauteed, we're gonna add everything else. So we're gonna put our chopped cabbage in. It was a really big head of cabbage, so I did about half of it. We're gonna put a can of tomatoes. This seems weird to me, but we're gonna try it. Let's see how it goes. We're gonna throw in some carrots. Regular carrots would probably be ideal, but I have baby carrots. So that's what we're going to use, and we're just going to kind of toss them in. However many carrots you want. And you're going to add about 8 cups of broth. This is broth from our turkeys. It's going to be yummy. And then you're going to do your spices. So I got a little creative here, and I did salt, pepper, some brown sugar, paprika, and some allspice. So we're gonna see how that turns out. Probably some thyme would be good, but I didn't have any of that. I just couldn't find it. I think I do have some. So yeah, that's what we're gonna throw in there, and I'm sure it'll turn out good because it's got brown sugar in it, right? Okay, and then we're gonna manually set this because I didn't have an exact recipe, but we're gonna cook it for 10 minutes on high pressure, and we're gonna do a natural pressure release. And then we hit start, and we'll see how it goes. All right, we're finally done.
It's fine, it's done.
It's turning.
You gotta hold it.
No. I hit it.
Oh my God.
Go for it. We didn't explode.
Oh my gosh, smells.
Ooh, look at that. That looks yummy. Let's stir it up real quick. Yummy. I'm excited.
So good, I am too. Alright, how is it, everybody?
Yums.
Yums.
Very yums.
Very yums. Must eat yums.
It's hot.
Good though.